It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up. No! No!
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and before I get into it, I'm not going to show the full video, so don't worry about that. I'm not going to show the incident fully, so don't need to worry about that. But yesterday, a video was floating around, and I would like to help find two individuals that need to be arrested, and in my opinion, far worse, but I guess that would be against the law. So we're a law-abiding channel here over on the Quartering. So I want to talk about Buddy the Cat. Yesterday, I saw a video posted by Andy No, where two gentlemen, I won't even say that, two pieces of human garbage were walking down the street in Philadelphia past what appears to be somebody's first floor apartment with a cat outside. Now, again, I'm not going to show any of the video, so don't worry, don't sweat it. So there's the cat here. His name is Buddy. The gate is open, and so I'm just going to show them walk up to it. Okay, I'm not going to, and it is blurred out anyway. But here's these two pieces of human garbage walking up. Okay, the dogs are basically minding their own business. The cat is here backed in the corner, keenly aware, right? Can't get inside because the door's closed. The two pieces of human garbage stop, redirect their dogs, let them off the leash, and tell them to get them. That's where I'm going to stop the video. Now, the cat survived, sort of. We still don't know if Buddy the Cat is going to make it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to open a new window and share this video on Facebook or Twitter or whatever social media you have, because we're going to go through the two pieces of garbage that we need to help get arrested. Okay? The Pennsylvania SPCA is asking for the public's help in identifying two individuals, two pieces of garbage, who appear to be, they're responsible for, intentionally sicking their dog on a family cat in the city's Frankfurt neighborhood this morning. People know these people, okay? I know I have viewers everywhere, all over the world. Some of you probably live near this neighborhood. Some of you know people who live near this neighborhood. If you can give me these pieces of garbage information and it leads to an arrest, I will pay you $1,000 of my own money. I will also make sure I pick up whatever additional money they need to help this cat survive. Now, I'm going to contact them because the way they're raising funds is a little sketch, so I'm not going to tell people to donate to it unless you really want to. The thing is, I don't like donating money when I don't know how much has been raised. I've been through in my life, a lot of you might not know this about me, but I have a lot of pets. I have 3 cats of my own plus 2 fosters. I have 5 cats in my house at any given time. I've had no less than 3 cats ever since I moved out on my own. I have been through many emergency surgeries because cats are a little jerks sometimes, and they eat pieces of plastic that tear open their stomachs, or they get sick, or they get super colon, which is a thing. You name it, I've paid thousands of dollars to help my cat survive it. Now, 2022 is a very different time for me. It's still a lot of money, but it's not like it was when I was 25 and selling all of my collectibles to pay for my cat surgery. I don't want to go down the road of judging people, but I just, as somebody now who learned, you know, hopefully people who get pets will be in the financial position to save their life. It breaks my heart when I talk to my local vet where people, are making decisions to shorten the life of their pet because they don't want to, or cannot, I should say. They don't want to or cannot afford some normal treatment. I'm not saying, hey, if you don't do the Hail Mary, give your cat chemo when he's already 15, that's different. Okay, but when the cat's like 6 and it needs exploratory surgery and people just say just put it down, I don't want that person to ever have a pet again in their life. Okay? Ever. Ever, ever, ever. The 2 pieces of garbage with their dogs, it's going to open a different kind of wound here in this video because I know people feel very strongly. Okay, and I want to be respectful of your position. But let me read this quick. Again, Frankfurt neighborhood in Pennsylvania and Philly. Okay, $1,000, my money. Plus, I'm also going to reach out to the pet owners and offer to pay for the entirety of whatever they need for this surgery. Okay. The video shows 2 individuals walking their dogs past a family home on Granite Street. Okay, Granite Street in Frankfurt. They're walking their dogs. That means they live within 5 city blocks of there, probably on that road. Most people don't walk their dogs 5 miles. On the video appears that the individual spots a cat named Buddy on the porch, comes back and releases the dog on the cat, followed by a second dog. As everything continued, a person or persons can be heard on the video encouraging the dogs to continue going after the cat until the resident of the property comes out to intervene on behalf of the cat. Now, if it were me, that would have gone very differently. This is why I am afraid to let my cats outside. I know a lot of people let their cats outside and they love it, and I don't have any problem with it. But for me, I'm too much of a worrywart. I take them outside with me on leashes. I live out in the country, and there are red-tailed hawks and things of that nature. Coyotes and things of that nature. So I bring them out with me when I'm around. But I know a lot of people let their cats kind of wander around, do their thing. I don't really have any problem with people doing that. I'm too much of a worrywart. Meanwhile, Pennsylvania SPCA's Buddy sustained life-threatening injuries and was transported to Pennsylvania SPCA's Philly headquarters, where the veterinary staff is working furiously to save his life. Meanwhile, the SPCA's humane law enforcement team is reviewing the footage and asking anyone with information about the individual's identity or whereabouts, please contact the organization immediately. Now, by the time you see this video, I pray that they've been arrested, but if they haven't, I will keep you anonymous. I will pay you $1,000 US if you give me their information. I just want to talk to them. I just want to talk to them. The problem I have with the way the SPCA is raising money here is Buddy might have raised $30,000. What, in my experience, an emergency surgery of this nature is probably going to cost $3,000 to $10,000. That's coming from somebody who's done a dozen surgeries on cats. Well, paid for them. Okay. So I don't like this ghosty way of donating money, so I won't direct people to donate money. I will just tell you, I will reach out to the owners and I will offer to pay whatever their medical bills are in their entirety if there's anything left after what they got here. Now, if they had posted a GoFundMe, they probably would have raised $50,000. So I don't know how much money they raised. This brings up a more complex conversation, okay? Here's Buddy. As far as I know, I'm not showing any more of this. In fact, I want to scroll down to the story, but unfortunately, I've seen so much of this that, it makes my blood boil. But here, To Philadelphia. Now, here's the thing that is divisive for people. The man laugh, one yelling, "Get him," and "Good boy," as their dogs maul the cat. Buddy is currently in critical condition at the Pennsylvania SPCA, taking donations for his extensive medical needs. He survived the night. The representatives from the agency are very cautiously optimistic that he will pull through. If caught, the men face up to 7 years behind bars for felony. Good. All 7 years. I don't want this. And like, this is the kind of stuff. Yes, I understand. I hear you. Jeremy cares more about animals than he does humans. Yes, I do. I just do. I don't have any kids. I don't have many friends to care about. I have my animals that I love deeply, and I would do anything for them. Okay? I know that that's backwards. I accept that, and I ask that you give me a break on that. That's how I am. My pets have got me through the toughest times in my life. They've always been there for me. I absolutely love them deeply. When people say that you never know what it's like that you have a kid and they love, I don't believe that. I don't believe I am capable in any way, shape, or form of loving something more than I love my pets. Okay? I realize that I'm a lunatic. I get it. I accept that. Okay? But the penalty that I would like to see these two pieces of human garbage get is far worse than 7 years in a federal penitentiary. But I certainly hope that they're going to get found. They're going to get found. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind. Anyone who recognizes the men or has information about it is urged to email or leave an anonymous tip at cruelty@pspca.org, or you can contact me. There isn't a fate fitting for these individuals. Perhaps that cat, by the way, is going to be scared for the rest of its life. The emotional and mental distress that they did to that cat will never be the same after an animal attack. They just aren't. The cat will probably never want to go back outside again. The cat will always be afraid of dogs. And also, I want to say, as to end this video, these two individuals, I don't believe there are bad dogs. I know this is going to divide some of my viewers, but I don't care. It's just my opinion. I'm not saying it's the right one. I'm saying it's my opinion. These two pieces of human garbage should not own pets. They absolutely should not be owning pit bulls. Okay? When you own an animal, when you make the decision to own an animal that has a history of being aggressive, you are responsible for extra care. That means your dog wears a shock collar at the dog park. That means your dog doesn't go off leash. That means your dog gets double or triple the training any other dog would get. And your reward is a dog that will be extraordinarily loyal to you. Okay? When garbage people get risky dogs, this is what happens. By the way, a Labrador could have done what they did, because I'm certain that the two owners of these dogs are garbage humans. If you don't train dogs, they are naughty. I have 2 German Shepherds, and I will tell you what, they have immense prey drive. It is a constant battle in my house, keeping them away from going after the cats. That's what I signed up for. And sometimes in my house, they wear their pinch collars, or they have their leash on them, so that now they're good because we spent the time training them. But for the first 6 months, they wore their leashes in the house so they couldn't chase the cats. When we go to the dog park, okay, we survey the scene. If there are other male German Shepherds there, we consider keeping our distance. We keep my male German Shepherd on his leash until we're clear of it. By the way, Huck's a super good boy. But I'm just saying, these are things that you do when you have a dog that can be perhaps a little aggressive. I've never seen that streak in them, but I have seen the way they react, when, the UPS guy comes and, let me put it this way. My dogs wear pinch collars, and I don't care if that offends you, because there is zero chance my wife would stop my male German Shepherd from chasing somebody. Zero. He would pull her along for the ride, and she could never stop him without it. Or they wear harnesses. Generally harnesses, but during training, they wear prong collars. Sorry, not sorry. These dogs are 90 pounds and 60 pounds of pure muscle. You're not stopping them on a leash. These are the decisions, these are the responsibilities a good pet owner has to their pet. These pieces of garbage failed their pets. Pit bulls everywhere will have yet another strike against them. These dogs will most likely get put down because their owners were trash and are trash. It is not the pit bull's fault. You get a pit bull, you sign up for doing the extra work. You shouldn't be allowed to get them unless you can prove that you do. I'd agree with that. I don't want them banned. I want garbage pet owners banned. Your first pet should never be a pit bull, by the way, unless you're willing to put the time in. It's a different breed of dog. Some of the kindest, sweetest dogs I've ever met. I got attacked by a dog when I was 9 years old, and it was a Labrador. Scarred me for life. There are no bad dogs. There are only bad dog owners. These dogs will now likely have to pay the ultimate price because they're garbage owners or garbage people. I hope they rot in prison for the maximum sentence. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.